So Anthony, tell me where we are.
We are at the new, still new, I think is appropriate to call, Niagara Falls Intermodal Train Station. It services Amtrak between New York and Toronto, and a restored 1856 customs house, which is home to the Niagara Falls Underground Railroad's Heritage Center, which is an award-winning museum. Really interprets a renowned piece of history here in Niagara Falls. And this has been a great project, for the city and the region.
Now, talk about this in terms of the DRI and the money that's coming from the state.
So this was one of the catalysts when the city was looking to put in an application to receive, because the DRI is a competitive grant, right? Each year the state makes 10 of them available for $1 million to each of the 10 economic development regions throughout the state.
For $10 million, right?
Yep, so each region gets $1 million, and they designate one downtown in that region to be that year's DRI winner. So for our region, we looked at the train station being an important anchor to the Main Street area. From here, you can get on a train and be in Toronto, be on a train and go to Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, New York, Albany. And I think we were talking earlier, the importance of having the ability to house Canadian Customs on this side of the border allows for pre-clearance and allows for the opportunity at some point in time. Hopefully we're able to convince the GO train, which now stops just on the other side of the river about 300 yards away. That's the final stop of the GO train. Get them to come over this bridge and really connect us as a potential commuter hub for the greater Toronto area. Amazing.
The potential of this place is unbelievable. The murals add some local character to the...
They do, and we'll be doing more mural work through the DRI as part of a placemaking initiative through there to really add to the sense of place and tell the area's history.
So all in all, as a Niagara Falls boy, you think people have something to look forward to?
I would hope so. I know it's tough, and even going to work every day, and you want to put your best face forward every day, but I think there is a lot of reason for optimism right now.
So Anthony, I understand you grew up in Niagara Falls?
Yep, born and raised. We got four generations of my family living in the DeVoe neighborhood right now. So
wonderful. So this is not just a business project for you.
No, this is home. I live a mile and a quarter from where we're standing right now. This is our neighborhood's commercial district. I've heard for years stories from my parents, my grandparents about what Main Street was. I remember shopping at Jen's myself as a young boy and going there. And, have a lot of fond memories, but I want to make sure that we're able to create memories for our own children.
Do you see it actually happening? Because a lot of people don't believe.
I think with anything, there's a healthy dose of skepticism here, right? Being someone from this community, we've been told for years and years that, nothing will change, it's all downhill. But I think, the investments we've made in removing the parkway, we've started to see new investment come. It started on the Riverway, where we took out a mile section of the south portion of the Rob Moses Parkway, and the development followed. And we just literally cut a ribbon last week on the north section. And even before that, you started to see investors take an interest in this area that has waterfront adjacency now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this was all, a very symbiotic thing. You don't have Blue Cardinal coming to Main Street without the governor's commitment and the state's commitment to remove the former Robert Moses Parkway.
Yeah.
None of this potential development happens without the removal of this parkway.
And I'm guessing some of this change took place with a lot of people kicking and screaming?
A lot. People have been talking about this for over 20 years. There was a segment of people from the northern suburbs that said, you can't take away our parkway. But, I would always say, just as we wouldn't comment as a resident of the city, wouldn't comment on a plan for, their municipality, they were commenting on ours. So, you have an opportunity to walk ahead. It's a very spectacular walk or bike ride or jog.
What do they call this section?
This is the Gorge View section of the Niagara Falls State Park.
Wow.
And what's great about it is it now continues on a green ribbon of park space all along the water's edge from the falls all the way to the city line.
And what's even better is now people in the city can access it, children on their bikes, families.
There's families. We were talking to someone, former Mayor Deister the other day was talking about seeing families come from the other side of Main Street with picnic baskets and coming to experience this beautiful place that we now have.
What you want.
And otherwise, before that, you would have been in the middle of a 4-lane highway at a median or something.
Not to mention 25 streets blocked access, right? Yep. You had to take down fences.
So, the first 5 or 4 were done with the Riverway removal. We did a 5th with the 3rd Street connector, and the final the 20 were the other 20 were done with the northern section removal. So 25 in total, reconnecting the street grid to the waterfront.